What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Please let me know what you think of my makeup below. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Nanu back again with another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome if you are new, and if you are not, thank you so much for clicking. As you can tell by today's title, is going to be about exams in medical school. How are exams conducted in medical school in Bulgaria specifically, so that the rumors that you've heard about examinations concerning medicine in Bulgaria, it doesn't become a reason why you don't choose Bulgaria, okay? Because Bulgaria is actually a very nice country to study in. That's why I share my experience with you guys, so that this can hopefully motivate you guys and put you at ease, so that you can make the right choice for yourself. Rest assured, everything I share here is my honest opinion and understanding of my life here. That's the first thing I need to clarify. I have my notes, but hopefully I'll go by the notes this time, because I tend to talk a lot. How are exams conducted in medical school in Bulgaria? First thing you need to understand is that we have written exams, oral exams, practical exams, and semestral exams and end of year exams. Okay, so now we're first going to start with semestral exams. So maybe you have like 6 subjects you're going to study per semester, or maybe 8. So per semester you're going to be studying specific subjects. Each of these subjects that you do, for example, let's say like in second year you do physiology, you do biochemistry. Let's say you have those subjects that you're doing in the first year, right? So each of these subjects, they're going to have semestral exams, or they call it semestral tests or midterm tests or colloquiums. Okay, that's what they call it here in Bulgaria. Each group has an assigned date that they have to do the colloquium. Depending on the group you're in, you may have your midterm test on a Monday because you take that course on a Monday, and then someone else from like group 10, they take that subject on Thursday, and they are going to do their midterm test on Thursday. But some subjects are conducted differently. So whoever is in charge of, let's say for example anatomy, maybe they don't want everyone to have like all the groups, all the 20 groups for example in your year, to have the exams separately or within the same week, because of course student talk, like they're gonna be like, oh, this is what came up, this is what came up. Some professors would try, or coordinator of the subject, he wants everyone to do the exam on the same day, so he's gonna make sure that everyone is gonna come in the same day to do the exam. Even if it's different hours, you're gonna all do that exam midterm on the same day. Okay, so it really depends on the subject and who is in charge. Group 1 will do their midterm test maybe on Monday because they have physiology on Monday. Group 2 may do their midterm test on Friday because that's when they have physiology, and if they have like biochemistry on Wednesday, that's when they will have their midterm test. Okay, these midterm tests are every 4 or is it 6 weeks, I believe, so be ready. But it's nothing scary. As long as you attend your seminars, you attend your lectures, you will pass these midterm tests. And sometimes the midterm tests are important for them to give you a signature, so you can go and write the final exam, which is now in the summer. This is now the semestral test, which is usually in the winter semester. So you have winter semestral exams and summer semestral exams. So it is important that you pass your midterm test, because sometimes the professors will not give you a signature, so you can write your final exam. Pass all of your midterm tests so that they can give you a signature. Attend your seminars so they can give you a signature, and you can write your final exam. Because if you don't attend your seminars, you don't do the midterm test, they will not give you a signature, and you will not be able to sit that exam. You will not be able to sit the final exam, and you might repeat again. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is MCQ. Of course, like the main way exams are conducted here in Bulgaria are through MCQ, essays, and oral examinations and practical exam. Whichever professor is in charge of the subject, let's say anatomy, he can decide if he wants to make the final year exam MCQ or oral. He can change that. Even if last year or the year before it was just MCQ, they can change this format for this year to just be oral examinations. Usually your MCQ could be like 30 questions, sometimes it can be like 50, 60 questions, sometimes it can be 90, 120 questions, even 160. All depends on whoever is in charge of that department. Of course, you will know the information beforehand. It's not like it's going to be a shock to you. They will tell you what the format of the exam is before the exam date. Even though the exam's date in Bulgaria are released a bit late, but there's nothing we can do about that, guys. So the next thing is oral examination. Oral examinations are pretty tricky. Okay, I was gonna say straightforward, but they're not straightforward. They are pretty tricky in the sense that you need to be prepared for anything, and you need to know the syllabus. The syllabus can be sometimes 100 points, 200 points, it can be sometimes 60 points, it could be 80, 90 points. It honestly depends on the subject and the department. You can imagine the amount of information, the amount of points you need to cover. Imagine you need to cover like 120 syllabus points, and out of 120 syllabus point, you're only getting like 2. You're going to randomly pick 2 topics which you have to write about, give you a paper, and then you need to write whatever you know about it. And then now you go for your oral examination. Your examiners are usually your professors. You'll sit in front of them and then they'll be like, okay, what is your question? And then they'll be like, okay, go ahead, you speak about the topic, and you need to talk about it coherently, guys. You need to speak about it as if you're presenting a case in, I don't know, a hospital or in a conference. Okay, you need to be confident. The way in which you present your information has to match with your medical education. You're not going there to just blab around randomly, because I did that in like maybe 2nd or 3rd year, and then one of my professors told me, you need to present your information well. It's not just about what you know, it's also about how you present the information, okay? Because these professors, they are very knowledgeable. No matter how much you want to be bullshitting around and saying a lot of things, thinking that, oh, they don't understand, they do understand, okay? And that's the oral exam there. Now, the practical exam, the way in which the practical exam is conducted is you basically go into the hospital. That's mainly for clinical years. But if you are in 1st, or is it 2nd year? 2nd year. If you're in 2nd year, then you'll be doing like, you can call it Osces, let's say, because you have like different stations where they have like different parts of the body, maybe different nerves and different arteries, and they'll pin whatever they want you to answer, and then you have a sheet of paper, and as you move to different stations, you need to name whatever you see, and then they have like 40 seconds or is it 30 seconds per station. You go there, you write whatever the answer is, you move to the next station, okay? So that's how the practical exam would be from 1st to 2nd year. And then for your clinical years now, which is from 3rd to the 6th year, you will be doing your exams, your practical exams in the hospital, and it will be a patient-based examination, okay? So they want to test your clinical and practical skills. Sometimes the professor or the doctors, they're going to be in that room with you while you examine the patient, or sometimes they'll just leave you and give you like 10 minutes, take the history, do all the examination, they come back to you, and then they ask you, okay, what did you find out? So you have to assess, percuss or observe, percuss, auscultate, and palpate. Come in the room with you, and then they'll ask you the diagnosis. So you walk through it, you tell them this is the presenting symptom, this is the past medical history, this is blah 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 blah, and then you say, okay, after doing my physical examination, I found out this. That's how the practical exams are usually conducted here in Bulgaria, guys. If you do fail your exam, you have 2 chances of taking that exam again free of charge, but after the 3rd time, you have to pay like 100 euros for each retake afterwards. So the first time, if you didn't pass, you go again the 2nd time, and then you go again the 3rd time. After these 3 attempts, you have to pay. You must pay 100 euros, no matter how many times you need to write it. You just be paying 100 euros, 100 euros, 100 euros. So make sure you study very well. Yeah, so that's how the examinations are conducted here, guys. Mainly oral examinations, mainly oral examination and MCQs that are often stop tests in a sense that if you don't pass the MCQ, you cannot move on to write the actual exam. Sometimes even if you fail the MCQ, in some department you can still sit the actual exam. It honestly depends on the department. Every department is different, and the way in which they decide how to conduct their exams, you know, it's up to them. All right, guys, so that's all I have about exams. I hope this is helpful, and I hope that it gives you a sense of what, you know, medical school is going to be like here. Another thing you need to be aware of is state examinations, okay? So it's not like in the UK where you do your Osces, you do your final year exams, you maybe do a dissertation. In Bulgaria, you have a choice of doing a dissertation. If you find a good teacher, you maybe sign up to like all of these conferences that do research. You can do research with like a couple of students, but to graduate as a medical doctor, you need to write your state examinations. I forgot about that. Final year, which is your 6th year, you will write a state examination in each discipline, and the main subjects in which we write our state exams are internal medicine, obs and gynae, infectious hygiene and something else, surgery, pediatrics, what am I forgetting, general medicine. I think that's everything. Yeah, thanks again for watching today's video, and I'll see you all in my next video. Please like, subscribe and share. Bye.